Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zarqa Abid, and I am the chair of the Public Safety Committee of Hilltop Area Commission, and I'm also the founder and executive director of My Project USA, that is a non-profit serving the refugee, immigrant, and underserved, underprivileged children here in Hilltop area. So it is an honor and privilege to speak at this happy occasion of Sullivant Bright Kickoff event. I welcome all of you in our neighborhood, on this street of Sullivant Corridor. In both of my roles as Public Safety Chair and the Executive Director of My Project USA, I'm very much aware of the hundreds of challenges that the Hilltop area in general, but this Sullivant Corridor faces specifically. Currently, we are conducting a public safety survey of Hilltop Area Commission of residents, business owners, and workers. 277 people have taken this survey so far. Those 277 people have identified drugs, trash, and property and violent crimes as the top 3 issues of this Hilltop area. Our children in this area are at the highest risk of falling prey to drug dealers and pimps. In the past 3 years, gangs have taken lives of many youth. Our Hilltop Tigers Soccer Club of My Project USA has helped curb this issue significantly in the last 4 years. As we worry about the unfortunate homeless, trafficking victims, and other adults suffering on this street, we long for providing healthy and clean environment to our children and families in this area. And in this context, we welcome the Sullivant Bright initiative. We are happy to see that the city has taken a positive step to brighten our streets of our children. We know that our precious children deserve this art on the streets, and they will very much enjoy it. This will not only help enhance their creativity, but it will also enhance the feeling of belonging for them. For that, we are grateful to the city for this very much needed investment. But at the same time, we worry about the maintenance of this art. The trash situation in this area is so bad that it can cover and even destroy these art pieces very, very soon. Our hope is that the city will work with us to make sure that enough funding is dedicated this year to the Hilltop to pick up the trash twice a week and to maintain the beauty of our streets. Arts or no arts, our children and families deserve to live in decent, clean environment that is much needed for the safety and progress of any community. The Public Safety Committee is organizing a trash summit to facilitate a public forum to discuss the trash situation and its solution with our mayor, the city council members, and other agencies on August 7, 2021. The location of the summit is yet to be decided. We will follow up with the media and other interested agencies and parties very soon. In addition to the clean environment, our children also need to have more recreation centers and programs in this neighborhood. The current Westgate Recreation Center and the Glenwood Recreation Centers are too crowded and overbooked to fulfill the need of all children. My Project USA is opening their Youth Empowerment Center and free food market on Sullivant Avenue next month. More funding is needed to support the organizations like ours to provide year-rounded service and safe spaces to all Hilltop children. We are grateful for whatever support we have received from the city so far and hope to have more support and to expand our programs to all children. Together, we have come from 17 shootings, 7 homicides in 7 months to the soccer championships and arts on the street. And I'm looking forward to more investments to have brighter futures of more children for years to come. And having said that, I would like to invite our dear mayor to speak with us. Once again, it is an honor and privilege to welcome Mayor Andrew Ginther in the Hilltop area. We work hard under his leadership and are looking forward to making Hilltop area become a cleaner, more beautiful and prosperous neighborhood in his time. Thank you, Mayor Ginther.
Thank you. Thank you, Zerka. What a great day here in the city of Columbus. And as I say all the time, the west side is the best side, at least until I go to the east side, south side, or north side. But it's great to be here on the west side, and so excited about the Sullivant Bright Public Art project we're kicking off today. It's great to be here at the Burroughs Elementary School, an institution celebrating its centennial. I want to take a quick moment to recognize the amazing principal here, Amanda Schnabelen, for all of her amazing work and for her service as a member of the Hilltop Early Childhood Partnership, which helped lead us to start the new Hilltop Pre-K Center, which is going to help provide high-quality early learning to 200 4-year-olds, 3 and 4-year-olds here on the Hilltop in the next year or two. We're excited about the future of this corridor, Sullivant Avenue. Today represents a $10 million investment in safe and equitable mobility for improvements along 2 miles of Sullivant between 70 and Hague Avenue. I'm so glad that Director Gallagher, Assistant Director Borntrager, Administrator Frank Williams, all of those folks have been so intimately involved in this critically important work. We've walked up and down Sullivant and discussed the planned sidewalk repairs to support all those who live and travel throughout this corridor. We are so excited that there are plans to install new street lights and traffic signals in 2022 and to construct multiple curb extensions and bus bulbs. Public art and parklets are key components of this project to celebrate the community's rich history, its diversity, and its civic and creative spirit. Our $10 million infrastructure upgrades includes $200,000 for public art. Today, this creative work begins by 21 artists bringing their bold and bright talents to this incredible and vital corridor. Many of them will be painting temporary pavement murals, which not only beautify the area, but also serve as its functional purpose by helping everyone better visualize the pedestrian and mobility safety improvements coming next year. And other artists will be applying chalk-painted sidewalk stencils, their original poetry. I encourage all of you to take a few minutes, watch these incredible artists at work as much as possible today. It is really inspiring, and it's great to have artists from this neighborhood being part of this amazing project. As I've said before, this project is about more than revitalizing the street and sidewalks and other critical infrastructure. It's about revitalizing lives, and a critical part of us delivering on the envisioned Hilltop plan that the neighborhood and community helped to develop. Now I'd like to invite Public Service Assistant Director Randy Borntrager to share more on some of the infrastructure work that's underway. Randy?
Thank you, Mayor Ginther. It's a pleasure to join you here today. On behalf of Director Jennifer Gallagher, I'll provide a brief update on the progress the Department of Public Service is making to repair and improve infrastructure along Sullivant Avenue from I-70 to Hague Avenue. The city's $10 million investment to rehabilitate and upgrade the roadway, sidewalks, traffic signals, street lights, and pedestrian and aesthetics amenities will enhance the corridor and lift up residents and businesses here. It will help breathe energy into the corridor while making comprehensive improvements to support the mayor's equity agenda. The improvements support access and safe mobility for all who use this corridor to get to jobs, school, neighborhood businesses, and to food and social services. Despite the pandemic, our frontline workers began infrastructure upgrades here in April of 2020. It seems like a long time ago when the mayor walked these streets looking at those upgrades, and some of those are paying off now. Our Division of Infrastructure Management upgraded 2,800 feet of sidewalks along the north side of Sullivant last year, and moving to the south side this year to repair and replace panels where trip hazards and other unsafe pedestrian conditions existed. Infrastructure management crews also performed crack sealing on 73,100 feet to improve Sullivant's roadway surface. Surface repairs were made to alleys running north and south of the street as well. Our department's divisions of design and construction and traffic management are involved as well in rehabilitating Sullivant's infrastructure. Improvements including replacing stop signs and other damaged or faded traffic signs, and applying new pavement markings to promote safe mobility along this corridor. Design and engineering is ongoing to support other improvements being completed year and in 2022. Replacing utility poles, installing new LED street lights, and upgrading traffic signals. Innovative pedestrian mobility safety improvements are also on the way. They represent Vision Zero's Columbus's approach and model for how to design engineering of our local transportation system to prioritize human lives above all other factors and calm traffic. To help us achieve zero deaths and serious injuries from crashes on city streets. Next year, new marked crosswalks will be installed across Sullivant in locations where curb extensions and refuge islands will be built. These pedestrian safety amenities shorten the distance for crossing the street and help people avoid those serious accidents or those serious crashes. Bus bulb extensions will be placed at several CODA bus stops on Sullivant to provide additional safe pedestrian space and allow transit vehicles to make efficient in-lane stops. In the meantime, as Mayor Ginther explained, before the curb and bus bulb extensions are constructed next year, these locations will house the inspiring and captivating work of Sullivant Bright. Our department has worked with Designing Local on this exciting, unique public art project with valuable input from the community. This is really exciting for me personally. It's the department's first large-scale tactical urbanism public art project, and it's a big moment to kick off Sullivant Bright with the 21 artists here today. And this is just the first phase of Sullivant Bright. We will engage residents again to help define the artwork for the second phase, including the permanent mural at the I-70 underpass bridge and other permanent art installations. Residents can participate by taking the survey at sullivantbright.com. I repeat that, sullivantbright.com. We encourage the community to take a few minutes throughout this week to watch these wonderful artists at work as they complete their murals and apply their original works of poetry to sidewalks in each block of Sullivant. I assure you the weather will be a little bit better tomorrow and the rest of the week. Their artistry celebrates this community's history, its civic pride, and its resiliency. And thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Laura Schneebelen, the principal here at Burroughs Elementary School, who is graciously hosting us this afternoon. Principal, thank you for having us.
Good afternoon and welcome to Burroughs Elementary. I'm Laura Schneebelen, principal. This year we've been celebrating the school's 100th anniversary and its importance in preparing students of South Central Hilltop. Although my history with John Burroughs Elementary is only 9 years old, I'm proud to say that through the commitment of our families, staff, and students, we've continued that tradition. We're proud that our efforts brought us recognition from the Ohio Board of Education, presenting Burroughs with the 2018-2019 Momentum Award. We're proud of our neighborhood partners, including the Hilltop Library, South Central Hilltop Block Watch, Faith Community Church, and other organizations in supporting our students and families. Even with those supports, our students struggle to travel safely to and from school. Our families struggle to access adequate health care and healthy food. I'm encouraged by the infrastructure improvements planned for the Sullivant Avenue corridor. The South Central Hilltop community will benefit from safe walking corridors, improved city bus access, and traffic calming improvements. Getting to and from work and school safely is a basic need for all. Art displays will help to make our school and park as inviting on the outside as it is for our students and families within. I'm hopeful that what begins today will serve as a springboard for additional resources to support the well-being of the South Central Hilltop community. On behalf of Columbus City Schools, the Board of Education, and Burroughs Elementary, thank you again for your financial, creative, and expressive investment in this community.
Amanda?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Golden. I'm managing principal of Designing Local, and it couldn't be more fitting that the sun is coming out as we're talking about public art.
That's right.
We have been working on this project for over a year, and we could not be more excited to roll it out. We've got 21 artists, as Mayor Ginther shared. We've got 15 visual artists who are working on 13 permanent murals. We've got 5 poets. We'll have over 100 poems installed along the corridor. Lots of color, bright yellows and pinks and blues. And this is all for everybody who lives on this corridor. We couldn't be more excited to help spread joy and hire artists to do what they do best, which is make us happy and make us feel excited about where we live and what we love. It has been a real pleasure to work with the City of Columbus. This is a huge, huge project, and I think this crowd is a testament to the impact that this project will make. We've been standing in a rainstorm. This is the largest tactical urbanism project that I know of in the state of Ohio, at least. A huge undertaking, and we couldn't have done it with all of the public service staff not stepping up to the plate and really helping us figure all this out. The weather is the only thing not cooperating. So I really couldn't be more excited to be here and be kicking off this amazing project, and I do hope that this is something that the City of Columbus continues because they find it to be and reach its purpose, which is really about bringing joy and happiness to the people who live and work along Sullivant. And it is my pleasure to introduce one of our muralists, Francesca Miller, to talk about her work.
Right.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Francesca Miller. I am one of the 15 visual artists working on these mural installations today. Extremely excited to be here, but more than anything, I just want to express my gratitude to the City of Columbus, Designing Local, and all of those who have been involved in putting this project together. Because as a visual artist, you know, sometimes the arts aren't really appreciated, but over the past year alone, because I just started working on murals a year ago, so I have had the opportunity to just be a part of the public art that's been just really rolling out in our city, and it's an honor to see the way that we're all coming together and beautifying our communities. This is what a collaborative effort looks like to make our city beautiful, make our communities a safe space, a welcoming space, and it's just an honor to be a part of this. I know that I can speak on behalf of all the other artists when I say that we appreciate you all taking the time to really help prepare us to come and lay out our work in this space. I appreciate Design Local and all those involved for cleaning the space for us, providing the supplies, compensating us, fair wages for artists. All of these things are very important on the artist side. And on the community side, visual art, public art, it really helps beautify our space. It really helps bring the community together. So I'm excited to see the impact that this will take here. It could be not a better fitting name for it to be called Sullivant Bright, because that is truly what community art does. It brightens up our spaces. So as the principal expressed and everyone before me expressed, it's going to be really exciting to see all the children and the families drive by and just behold the beauty that we're all taking time to create. Again, it's a personal honor to be here, to be a part of this project, and thank you to the City of Columbus for loving art, for celebrating art, creating space for art. And thank you.
Great job. Thank you. I think Francesca just hit a home run, and really is exactly what she spoke of. Her vision and commitment to sharing art, sharing love, building community, and making sure that everyone who passes through, lives in, works in, gets educated in this community sees themselves in this art. And so to the artists and the great partnership, thank you. Thank you for helping to make this happen. It wouldn't be the project and have the impact in this neighborhood, and our hope is to take this to other neighborhoods as well. But we figured the west side should be first one out of the gate. I want to thank everybody for joining us. But this is a busy corridor. It's a good thing. Lots of people are going to be able to share and experience what this project is all about. So we'll all stick around for a few minutes and ask folks to stick around too if the press would like to speak to you before we wrap up. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
I'm Abby.
Abby?
Nice to meet you.
Andy.
So, what you're gonna do, okay, have you ever heard like the little saying, like, you know, with glue, you use a dot, not a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do with the spray chalk. And I can't promise that it's going to work the best with the rain, but, and we have the poet over here too, by the way, Nancy Kangas.
Hi, Nancy.
And
I'm Andy.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yes.
And it couldn't be more fitting for today because it's actually a rain cloud with
No
some
kidding.
rain. So I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Sure.
Hopefully it'll work. So just kind of, you just dot it over the letters. Okay, there you go.
Now, Nancy, I'm going to leave your name for you because I want you to come over
I
here
love
and
that,
do this
yeah.
with me here, all right?
That's so nice. Thank you.
There you go, that's perfect. Yeah, but just make sure you hit all the letters. That's all you need to do. Yep.
All right, Nancy, come on over here. Help me finish this. You do these top lines, the clouds.
Okay, what was the instruction? What were the
Okay,
instructions
just
now?
use it's like the glue. Use a dot, not a lot, right?
Okay.
So just don't use too much. But yeah, great.
Whoa! I
got
can't
it.
See, it comes out. It's quick. That's perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Now, yeah, just make sure you hit the line.
Oh, the line, that's right.
Yeah, we gotta get the cloud.
Absolutely.
I actually did it myself, so I should know
Yeah,
how it was.
Nancy actually drew this.
Oh,
With her
wow.
own handwriting.
That's awesome.
So we just kind of got it enlarged into a stencil. And made by a stencil company here in Columbus in 400.
That's awesome.
Did I get it off?
Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay.
Okay. So Nancy, if you wouldn't mind helping me here, just grab the corners and let's lift it up together. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Wow.
Hey, it's not too bad for a rainy.
We got Nancy's name right.
And we got Nancy's name.
That's the
right
most.
there, yeah.
Wow. Looks good.
So with 100 of these in the corridor, you're not gonna
Yeah.
miss them.
That's awesome.